Yeah, you do see my problem, don't you, Lucy? How do I let you go?
I wouldn't tell anyone. I wouldn't.
I'm not worried about that. You could tell the whole world. I'd simply say I was down here on vacation, and I would express deep regret and concern that I'd inadvertently created such problems for my old friend, Catherine.
Exactly.
And she goes off scot-free. That's a Freudian remark, considering her liaison with your old boyfriend.
Do you know that was when I started to detest her the most, was when she started pulling all those stunts on Scott, you know, and now she's trying to do it to Mac. So why in the world would I try and help her?
Mac. Kevin and Mac. They're the real flies in the ointment. I mean, how do we explain their disappearance? And then, of course, I'd be in hot water because I'd skipped out on a potential grand jury hearing. And, you know, the problem is Mac and Kevin. And to tell you the truth, I don't really want to let Catherine off the hook. I have worked so very hard to put her on. So, Lucy, I'm afraid I just don't have any choice.
Damien, just tell me, what have you done with Mac and Kevin?
Oh, not me. I let other people do my dirty work. But I'll tell you what, if you are really curious, I'll have April and June come in and satisfy your curiosity before they do whatever it is that they do. And I'll tell you what else. I'm going to let you spend eternity side by side with your precious Doc and his best friend, Mac. You see, because I really can be a very compassionate man.
You bastard.
We're dead. Yeah, well, so much for finesse. Why don't you just, drop that thing, bud?
You were packing? Well, thank you very much for telling me. Where were you keeping that thing?
Davis, as well endowed as she looks. Just tie frickin' fracture before they come to. Turn around. Give me your hands.
You know, Damien's had an awful lot of time to get to Lucy.
Yeah, I know. And by the looks of things, he's ready to spill some blood. So let's move it.
Help me. If you do anything to Mac or to Kevin, I will make your life so miserable you will wish you were dead.
Lucy, I really don't think I'm going to miss you that much.
You know what you are? You're a bully. A big bully, and bullies just make empty threats.
I don't think you realize the seriousness of your situation.
Tell me something, Damien. How does it feel? How does it feel to have so many people loathe you? You should hear what Catherine says about you. Finally, Catherine and me, we agree on something. It's amazing.
All right, satisfy my curiosity. Why would you stick your neck out for Catherine?
I'm not. I wouldn't. I'm not doing it for Catherine. I am doing it for Mac, because Mac is my Doc's best friend.
Got it this way, then. I mean, you send Catherine to prison for life. Mac's free of her.
That's true. But the fact is, she didn't do it because you aren't dead.
It's a minor technicality.
No, it's a major problem for me. Because if she was framed, I couldn't live with myself knowing I didn't speak up.
Well, fortunately, you're not going to have to live with yourself in any case.
Okay. What would you do? What would you do if I picked up this iron lamp and threw it at your head?
Go on, try it.
I could do it, you know. But you couldn't, because you don't like to get your little hands all bloody, but I don't mind, and that gives me my advantage.
Well, there is a first time for everything.
Why?
Why? Why what?
Why can't I see what you have done with Mac and Kevin? Why do I have visions of you? Why can't I make this whole thing work when I need it to work?
Maybe our connection is deeper than you'd like to think. See, I've always said we were two of a kind. So possibly our psychic energies reach out to each other. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they even happened to survive from the other side of the grave. That'd be something. Yeah, I wouldn't have to give you up altogether. What's keeping June and April
I don't want to drag this out.
No, I suppose not. You don't mind, do you? And actually, I just wanted to thank you for confirming that my plans for Catherine are going off without a hitch, because I worked very hard on the details, and it's wonderful to hear that I didn't make any mistakes. And I wonder what Catherine's going to think when you and Mac and Kevin don't show up. Her only hope. Gee, Mac won't even be there to visit her in prison. Yeah, that's too bad. You sure you wouldn't like an apple? I mean, come on. It's really good.
If I were you, I wouldn't be so smug. You know, I did tell the police everything before I left. Even though they didn't believe me, if I disappear, they will.
Nice try.
You know, Mac probably called Garcia this morning. He said he was going to, and that means the San Antonio police have been notified. They'll probably be here, or they are here now, and if you don't tell me where Mac and Kevin are...
Oh, Lucy. That wasn't smart. That wasn't smart at all. Come here. Come here, Lucy.
Jig's up, man.
I thought that was you.
No, babe, I don't do windows. Good work.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. You know, I was so worried. I kept picturing you out there being chased by Amazons and thugs. Oh, come here.
Just let me have that gun before you shoot somebody.
Right.
Mac?
I hate those things. They're disgusting and awful. Oh, I am just so glad to see the both of you. Come here.
And I'm happy to see you, Damien, down on the floor, right where you belong. What do you say we get him out of here, Sam?
That's good to me.
I've got news for all of you. There's no way I'm leaving Texas.
Well, I got news for you, Buffalo Bill. You're wrong again. This posse's riding you right out of town and into the hands of the Port Charles sheriff.
Well, at least the taxpayers will be pleased. I'm sure there's better ways to spend their money than on your murder trial.
And no one's going to be happier than me, Damien. You are going down.
Yeah, look, I don't want to spoil your fantasies, Mac. There's no way I'm gonna leave this sun-baked resort, go back to a city that's been buried under snow for the last 3 months.
You got no choice. You're outnumbered.
You know, you are such a wheeler dealer. I'd forgotten about that, so why don't I make you a deal?
No deal.
How much
we
do
got
you
a
want?
jet waiting.
Oh, I see. What are you gonna do? You're gonna take me by force? You're gonna kidnap me? Great! Because there will be police charges waiting for you the moment you step off the plane.
Ooh, thanks for the warning. But I have a feeling that the police are going to be sympathetic to our side.
No, don't be too sure.
Okay, last call before lights out, everybody. Do you want to walk through the door or not?
Not in your life.
Your choice.
See, several incidentals in addition to room charges have been incurred for Norma since...
Right. You know what? I'll tell you. I'm just going to cover the entire bill, and that includes my 2 dearest little girlfriends over there, too. Thank you.
May I help you with that, sir?
Oh, no. It's lighter than it looks. I certainly want to thank you. I want to thank you very much for a wonderful stay here at the spa. I particularly enjoyed those herbal and tonic colonics. I feel 10 years younger.
I'm glad you enjoyed your stay here. I hope we see you again next year.
Well, now, maybe. But I'd like to make one suggestion. What this place needs is a piano bar right here in the lobby. And some scantily clad babes serving shooters. You know what I'm saying?
I'll call a porter.
Good.
You know, I think the porter would find this easier to handle if it were lying down.
What a good idea. Darn good idea. It's a sturdy trunk. I got him.
You've got his foot caught in the hinge.
So what?
so. I don't want you... Don't drop him!
Have him thrown over my shoulder.
Okay. Don't bang his head.
Why do you care?
I don't care, but we want him alive. Isn't that the point? The police need him alive.
Ah, leave him in the trunk.
Oh, that would be very, very cruel.
Nothing is too cruel for Damien.
You're right, but we want him to rot in prison, not rot on a very pretty private jet. It wouldn't be aesthetically pleasing.
All right, I think it's time for a toast.
Good idea.
That's a great idea. Let's toast to bringing Damien back alive.
Ah, here.
Well, yes, there is that bad news.
To a job well done.
Why do I keep getting her machine? Where is she?
Oh, what's the difference? At least we know Damien didn't do anything unspeakable to her. Ah, anybody want a granola bar?
Love one.
Sure.
You?
Thank you.
Oh, bad dreams?
You will profoundly regret this.
You think so, Bubba? We're going to regret this.
No, I'm not going to regret this. How about you guys? You going to regret this?
No.
We probably should call ahead to Garcia. Have him meet us at the gate in case what's-his-name wants to take another powder.
Everyone, please remain in the cabin. The tower informs me that Detective Garcia is on the runway, preparing to board.
You know, excuse me. Thanks to you, you have made Catherine's life a living hell. Now it's your turn.
Let's place responsibility where it actually lies, which is on your shoulders, Mac. You came between me and Catherine. You invaded what was mine. And I don't forgive easily. So you can expect retribution very soon.
It's not yours anymore. So why don't you just come and get some right now? Come and get some right now.
Good evening, Detective. I understand that I've missed some excitement here in Port Charles. Well, it's too bad that the reports of my demise were somewhat premature. I sincerely hope I didn't cause Catherine too much inconvenience.
I'd like an explanation of your disappearance, Smith.
Well, I didn't exactly disappear. I was taking a long, overdue, and much-needed vacation. A vacation which I've got to say was still in progress when I was kidnapped. I was rendered unconscious, and I was transported across state lines.
Is that so? By whom?
Yeah, what kind of a fiend would break up a guy's vacation when he's trying to get a good tan?
You. You and your band of idiots.
Any witnesses?
Look, I'm telling you what happened, Garcia. I didn't exactly volunteer to travel over 1,000 miles with my arms and legs bound. They knocked me unconscious, and they dragged me back here.
You're lucky you're still breathing.
Do something.
Did you kidnap this man?
Nope.
Forget about it.
No, sir.
Never crossed our minds.
Your word against theirs.
This is ridiculous. I demand an investigation.
Fine. I tell you what, I'll put it on my list of things to do. In the meantime, I suggest you start thinking about the charges against you.
There are no charges against me.
Oh, but you skipped out on grand jury subpoena. I tell you, if I had the authority, I would deputize these people and commend them for bringing in a fugitive.
No, thanks. I'll stay on my own side of the law. Just the idea of being a deputy sort of makes me queasy.